I'm back again with another video. This video, I'm gonna talk about this me as a seer and stuff. Sorry about my notifications coming through. Um, as a little girl, I felt a lot. I saw a lot, and I could never really explain what I saw. I remember the very first time I had a seizure. It was like a humming in my ears. And my older brother was trying to clean out my ears. Right after that, I started seeing my deceased grandmother. My second seizure, my grandmom is the one that helped me get through it. Now, I say my grandma because when I described her, I saw her as she was in her casket. The same dress she had on and everything. But, you know what? I don't care what people say. I know that was the person or the voice. It could be an angel, because I only heard it every time I had a seizure. I don't hear that voice no more, but I heard it for several years when I was living on my own until I could deal with my seizures on my own. Back in the day when I was in my 20s and 30s, I ended up in the emergency a lot for my seizures. But every time I had a seizure, I heard what was my grandma's voice, and we would have this debate about me taking my medicine. And most of the time she was right. I didn't take it, or I didn't take it enough to prevent the seizures. Also, that voice taught me how to go and sit on the toilet so I would not wet myself while I was having a seizure. Now, I never thought twice when I heard that voice. I would just have a conversation. After all the years, I realized that voice was the reason why I never blacked out. The voice was teaching me how to deal with a seizure, because if you read, most people black out. I never passed out. What you could hear is my voice change from what it is into a deeper voice until I could get the seizure to go past. The reason why I'm bringing this up, I no longer take medicine for seizures. The seizures in my head have been moved to my arm where I can deal with them. And the only time I really have a seizure when I'm stressed out, or if I'm not getting enough sleep or just coming down with a cold. That's my warning. And no, I do not hear the voice anymore. Like I said, it was to train me how to live on my own. And as a seer, I do see a lot of things that will scare you. And believe me, I have been scared by what I see. I'm to the point where I don't tell people what I see anymore because I spent the last year defending my mental status to people because I would not address some things they were trying to label me. As a seer, I see things that I can't explain to people. To make it worse, try living in a house that has a spirit. And it's very controlling and religious. I don't know what to call it because it's like we did the plead the blood, we did all that Christianity stuff, and it was here when I moved here. As I said in other videos, sometimes it likes to startle me by making the fire alarm go off. Matter of fact, I have a video where I was just talking and the fire alarm goes off for no reason. I'm in the front room, just like I am now. In that video, you heard the fire alarm go off. So, I mean, one thing about a seer, you are going to see things. What I learned, not everything is supposed to be told. Not everything you see is for everyone to know. And most of the time, I have trouble dealing with what I see anyway. Open vision, dreams, you name it. I see a lot of things, and all I can do is pray and ask God why or what's going on, or just sit back and wait for it to happen. I am believing, and listen to me carefully, I believe God did show me stuff about the coronavirus, but I was not willing to receive it. Because half the time I don't know what to do with the information I do see. Like I said, my experience from a kid, I saw a lot of things. I'm what they call a dreamer, because I will look at something and I will see something that nobody else sees. I look in the clouds, I see signs from God. But I have heard people say you're not supposed to see signs from God. I can look at a video and the person I'm looking at might look funny to me. I mean, they're totally distorted, and that's something I had to deal with because I know a lot of people won't say when they look at videos the person is distorted or something on them are distorted. I don't mind saying it because this is true. This is my reality. What you have to do is learn how to, what's the word? Look and overlook at the same time. Just because something funny on a person does not mean the person is evil. I mean, I've been messed with for almost 5 years by spirits. And I will tell my story because this is part of my healing. I was suppressed by a demonic spirit that was trying to kill me. It kept telling me to kill myself. Take a knife and stab yourself in the stomach. I remember this battle came out of nowhere. And I remember it was going on the very last time I saw my father alive. And I kept telling my dad, I just want to kill myself. I just want to kill myself. And all he couldn't do is look at me and like he had no answer. And like I kept saying for the previous 6 months, this was an attack on me. And it happened once more when I moved into this house. And I'm saying it for a reason, because when you know you don't want to kill yourself and all you think about is 24/7 is how to kill yourself, that's not you. That is oppression from a demonic spirit. Finally, I had someone say, why don't you just kill yourself and get it over with? And I'm like, you don't know me. I made a vow to God to never take my life. When I get hit by a spirit like this, it's for a reason. And I never knew the reason until like a week ago. This was a battle for my life. I'm saying, if I had given in to that spirit, I would not be here. And yes, this is out here for everyone to see, because when the battle was over for me, God delivered me from depression. I have no sadness. I don't even know why I was getting sad. I don't know why I personally can tell you, when you don't deal with things from your childhood, it can mess you up as a grown person. And because I really dealt with the issue of being an unwanted child by both parents, and I don't care who hears that, that was my perception of me all my life. I was not wanted. I was not loved. And at this moment in my life, it does not matter if I was an unwanted child, if my parents love me or not, because I had to love me. I can't love someone if I don't love me. And as a seer, I kept telling people, I love you. I love you. And I would see what people would do to me. And I'm like, God, what's the matter with me as a prophet that people feel like they have to belittle me all the time? What's that about? He said, well, remember the part where Jesus didn't do good work in his own town, that's the same thing that you will go through as a prophet. But once you get comfortable being who you are as a prophet, it won't really bother you. And it doesn't anymore, because when I look back on the words I gave, and I said this in another video, they came to pass. And they're still coming to pass. I had a word from God, like, back in 2012 or 2011. If America didn't change their ways, the weather would be messed up for 7 years. Until today, we're still going through the hot and cold. We're going through that year round. Then we're going through the coronavirus. Why are we going through this? Because we have not learned how to be a church. America has broken so many laws, and I need to get off that, because this is not that video. This was supposed to be me as a seer. And I'm saying, I can't say yes or no. Everything is a demon, like the church says. Some things I can't say yes is a demonic spirit. I believe, and I just don't know the answer. I believe some people's souls get stuck here. I do. I don't know what to believe when the church can't back up half of the stuff they say. So, I'm saying, because I know I come from a generational seer, and I have family members that see more clearly than I do when it comes to spirits. Not everything is a demon. And some things will never be clearly understood. Some things are a mystery for a reason. I'm just gonna have to tell you, stop trying to find an answer to everything and let it be God that gives you the answer. There's no other higher power. There's no more. God is the only God. I'm being dead serious. When I thought I was doing right by mixing the coat and my gift, that was scary. And soon as I repent, most of the activity stopped. Most of it. But this religious spirit, or whatever it says, it's been here for years. I cannot help it. I keep casting it out. It comes back. We just have this fight. I am not afraid of it no more. And fear will give them more power than they should have. Never knew that. Like I said, it's been a 5-year battle. It's been like a whole 11 years of trying to deal with what I was doing.